Principal here at Brookfield High School says this isn't the first time there's been vandalism in the bathroom. Broken stall doors, soap dispensers, things getting stuffed in the toilets. But it is the most egregious example. Just 20 minutes after this tampon dispenser was installed in the boys' room of Brookfield High School, it was ripped from the wall.
They already have like the nurse's bathroom and they have an all-gender one, so I don't really care, but it's just not that big of a deal.
Student Alistair Gall tells Fox 61 he thinks there's more important things to talk about than bathroom vandalism.
We've been doing that for like the past 3 years. I just feel like it's kind of getting blown out of proportion.
Brookfield High Principal Mark Belanda sent this message to students and staff saying he was disheartened, dismayed, and disgusted. But there are others, including state lawmakers, who are just as disgusted the dispensers were put up at all.
Rather than debate this policy, I'll just simply say that I don't approve of it. I don't believe that it's good public policy. The constituents in my district have expressed their dismay over it.
The installation of tampon dispensers is the result of a new state law pushed through on the final day of a legislative session. The law states boards of education shall provide free menstrual products in women's restrooms, all gender restrooms, and at least one men's restroom. But some on the other side think it's another example of injecting controversial ideology into education.
This quickly became a big issue in my district. It was all over social media and people commenting and raising concerns.
Brookfield police also showed up at the school today. They say out of concern for student safety, the school will reinstall the tampon dispenser. They believe they know who was responsible. Reporting outside Brookfield High School, Matt Karen, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about a pretty amazing story out of Connecticut involving Brookfield High School and some boys who decided that they had enough, right? They had enough of wokeness being pushed on them, specifically in their bathroom, because they ripped out a tampon machine 20 minutes after it was installed in the boys' restroom. And now this story is going viral because the woke principal of the school is boohoo whining and complaining about what the boys did. And, you know, people are saying that it was hateful and bigotry when this is what boys do. I'm not sure exactly what they expected to happen, but we got to talk about it because this is becoming a national news story. But before we get into it, we have to have a word from the sponsor of this video, BioTrust. If the appearance of wrinkles, fine lines, and other signs of aging on your face and body are getting worse, it may just be more than New Year's stress. Wrinkles and other typical marks of aging are one of the biggest signs that your collagen levels are getting detrimentally low. It becomes more crucial with each passing year to get more collagen in your diet in order to save your skin, which is why myself and thousands of other people are starting to use multi-collagen to renew and revitalize the way you look and feel. This collagen uniquely provides your body 5 different types of collagen from 4 different food sources, whereas most other collagen supplements only provide 2. It is formulated to reduce visible signs of aging, reduce wrinkles, promote a youthful glow, promote elasticity, and skin hydration. You can experience the incredible benefits of multi-collagen at a 53% discount. Plus, receive free live health and fitness coaching for life, a new ebook titled The 14 Foods for Amazing Skin, a 60-day satisfaction guarantee, and free shipping. Order now by going to healthwithpatriot.com. Again, that is healthwithpatriot.com.
In September, a new state law will require public schools to provide free menstrual products in all gender bathrooms and at least one men's bathroom. Brookfield High School started the mandate early by placing a dispenser with tampons in a boy's bathroom.
Yeah, but within minutes, that dispenser was ripped off the wall. NBC Connecticut's Braceda Landaverde joining us live now in Brookfield with more details on that. Hi, Braceda.
Yeah, good evening, Amber and Kevin. Now, we're told that the high school principal sent a letter to families notifying them that within just 20 minutes of that tampon dispenser being placed, it was vandalized. Now, NBC Connecticut has not independently obtained a copy of that letter. There is mixed reaction in Brookfield and surrounding towns after female hygiene products were placed in a boys' bathroom at the high school in town.
There's never any excuse for vandalism, but I am a firm believer that tampons don't belong in the boys' bathroom.
I think
Facts. They don't belong in the boys' bathroom. Okay, I mean, this should not be something that's up for debate in a first world country, right? But unfortunately in the West, it is a debate, okay? We shouldn't have this, okay? This is common sense. I'm not sure exactly what they thought the outcome would be of putting tampons in a boys' bathroom, okay? I'm not sure exactly why you're allowing students of the opposite sex to use that bathroom. So what is the actual function of tampons in a boys' bathroom, right? Because you shouldn't be allowing them to use the bathroom of the opposite sex. So what are they going to do with it? Okay, what are they going to put it up their nose? In their mouth, up their butt, right? At that point, it becomes a hazard, right? They're going to play with it. They're going to, vandalize things. They're going to do what boys do, okay? I mean, this is common sense. But again, we're lacking common sense as a society, and this is how you get stories like this.
I think that people who have a certain gender, who identify with a certain gender, should be able to use the bathroom that they identify with, and if they need these products, they should have them.
It's all part of a state law. Beginning in the fall of this year, Board of Eds will be required to provide free menstrual products in women's restrooms, all gender restrooms, and in at least one men's restroom for students in grades 3 through 12. The Brookfield superintendent said in a statement, after the installation of the dispenser last week, it was ripped down from the wall. The school will continue to follow the law, which mandates where menstruation products are to be located. The school would not comment further on student discipline. One parent in town, who wishes to stay anonymous, applauds the high school for taking action and hopes more education regarding the topic will be discussed amongst families.
I only hold the schools responsible to a point. We're taught what we're taught. And if we're taught hate, it's going to come out in other places.
Here we go. Hate and bigotry, right? It's hate and bigotry because a tampon dispenser, which doesn't belong in a boy's bathroom, was torn down, right? That's hate and bigotry. I guess the boys are hateful for doing that. Absolutely amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing stuff. We really are living in Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs world, guys.
So I commend the school for getting on top of the issue, for talking to the kids already about the incident and trying to put it in the right light.
Again, school officials tell us they will continue to follow the law, which officially goes into effect September 1st. Live in Brookfield, Bracita Landaverde, NBC Connecticut News. Back.
Wow, incredible stuff. Complete waste of taxpayer dollars. Now, this is the principal here who labeled this an egregious instance of vandalism and destruction of property in an email to students and staff. So this guy, who appears to be a staunch liberal progressive, was upset, right? He's super mad about something that shouldn't have been in the bathroom in the first place. And this is something that's happening kind of all over the country, as you have pictures here. Now, this one looks a little photoshopped, right? This one might be photoshopped, okay? I'm just saying by the shadows, but you guys get the picture, right? Yeah, I mean, this is happening in different parts of the country where you have boys that are stuffing tampon dispensers in toilets, okay? It's actually pretty hilarious, okay? This image is pretty hilarious. Again, it shows you why this just doesn't make sense at all. This shouldn't even be a thing. In fact, nobody should be surprised considering how apparently young boys are trending more conservative.
Welcome to the fairest show on television. First tonight, the war against toxic masculinity is backfiring. Republicans are telling men to be what they want to be. Democrats are telling men to be ashamed of what they are. Both might be reasonable positions, but they have predictable results. Our partners at The Hill report the pushback from young men is tangible. According to researchers at the University of Michigan, 23% of 12th grade boys call themselves conservative. That's compared to 13% who identify as liberal. 50 years ago, those numbers were basically reversed, with 25% as liberal and 17% as conservative. Here's Daniel DeVise from The Hill.
And that really surprised me because we've read so many headlines saying that young people are getting more and more and more liberal, young people, period, right? And that ain't so, at least when you break it down by gender.
When you tell young men to drastically change what it means to be men, they might agree for a little while and then they revolt. Even the New York Times is seeing this. Democrats and Republicans are living in different worlds, writes Thomas Edsall. One of the core differences between Republicans and Democrats lies in their views on family structure. Ipsos asked respondents whether they agreed or disagreed with the following statement. Traditional family structure with a wage-earning father and a homemaking mother best equips children to succeed. Republicans agreed 52-24. Democrats disagreed 59-16. Few, if any, political issues show that kind of mirror divide. As in all divides, politics flows downstream of culture. The idea of what it means to be a man didn't come from our politicians. Politicians just capitalize on it, and in one way or another tries to exploit it. For example, 68% of Republicans say the Democratic Party is hostile to masculine values. 27% of independents say the Democratic Party is hostile to masculine values. 31% of Americans agree Democrats is hostile to masculine values. I think that's supposed to say Democrats agree, but we'll double check it.
Yeah, so you're saying that, you heard that, okay? Young boys are rejecting wokeism, right? They're rejecting the far left, apparently, okay? I mean, I think it makes sense, okay? I really do think that it makes a whole lot of sense that young boys would reject this type of nonsense. And that's why nobody should be surprised about the result of this little experiment here. I'm just saying. I'm not sure why we're spending taxpayer dollars on this, but this is what they do. Okay, this is what they spend your money on, and then they turn around every single year and have their hand out asking for more taxes, right? They want more tax dollars to spend on stuff like this. They also claim that they did it because of so-called period poverty, which, you know, hey, I'm also skeptical of that as well, too. This idea that we have to give out free tampons in bathrooms because apparently girls are so poor that they can't afford tampons in their bathroom. I don't know. I'm not a woman. I'm not a girl. I don't have any, girls or children, anything like that. So it's hard for me to speak on that. I just feel like it's a waste of taxpayer dollars. I think parents should be responsible for providing their kids with hygiene products. I think that schools should provide the basic necessities, right? Toilet paper, soap, okay, paper towels, things like that. But, hey, I'm not necessarily as upset about tampons being where they're supposed to be, even if they're provided for free, okay, on taxpayer dime, as I am about tampons being provided in places where they're not supposed to be on taxpayer dime. And again, I'm not sure exactly what these people expected would happen, right? Did they think that these tampons would actually get used? No, they're not going to get used, okay? They're going to be used as objects to play with in the bathroom, okay? And this type of stuff is bound to happen, okay? Because, if you had common sense, you would know how this was going to end up before you even enacted this insane law. But hey, this is the country we're living in, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.